Welcome to the Handed Down Kitchen, where we bring recipes out of the past and back into the kitchen. In this video we'll be showing you how we made these Edwardian mince pies using a 1909 recipe for mincemeat that we made in our previous video, and a recipe for shortcrust pastry from the same book. We found both of these recipes in our copy of High Class Cookery Recipes, which was published in 1909, so to make them you will need the following ingredients. 227 grams of plain flour, 170 grams of unsalted butter, half a teaspoonful of baking powder, 1 egg, 1 teaspoonful of caster sugar, a little water, and about 300 grams of mincemeat. As we made our mincemeat the night before, all that's really left to do is to prepare our pastry. To start with, mix all of your dry ingredients together in a large bowl. That's your plain flour, baking powder and caster sugar. Then rub in the butter with your fingers until it becomes crumbly. Add in the yolk of your egg, saving the egg white to use later on, and then add just enough cold water to make this into quite a stiff pastry. Put down some flour and turn out your pastry onto it. We're going to roll the pastry out to 1/4 inch in thickness. Once you've rolled your pastry out, cut out rounds that are a little bit larger than your tartlet tins. This recipe makes enough for about 16 small mince pies. Press these into your tins, bringing the pastry over the edges of the tin just a little, as these will shrink a bit. Fill your cases with about 2 teaspoonfuls of mincemeat. You can use any mincemeat if you already have a jar ready, but of course we're using our Edwardian mincemeat that we made the night before. Then cut out the tops so that these are about the same size as your tartlet tins and place them on top. Just press them down gently to stick these to the edges of your pastry cases. You can also top your pies with little pastry decorations like these little holly leaves that we cut out from the scraps, but we know from looking at pictures taken around the time that Edwardian mince pies were usually quite plain. We then brushed over the tops with the egg white and sprinkled on top of this a little sugar. We put ours in the oven for 20 minutes, starting at 180 degrees Celsius and reducing this to 160 halfway through. 20 minutes later, our mince pies are ready to eat, and they tasted absolutely amazing as well. The pastry just melts in your mouth, and the mincemeat, even without any time to mature at all, was lovely and rich, full of flavour. We had ours hot with brandy cream poured over. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave us a like, and if you'd like to see us recreate more antique recipes, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also find full instructions for this recipe and many more on our website, linked in the description box below.